for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're tuning in now or after the live, please make sure to hit that like button, as it will greatly help push us through the analytics. It will help us reach more of our audience, and it will help us expand this community, which I believe is a very positive one at that, but it'll allow more people to see the truth and the ongoing formations that are happening within the XRP. And not just XRP, but we also cover the Internet of Things and the other ISO tokens as well. We're a very vast portfolio, but it is built around XRP. And then obviously our gold, silver, precious metals, which we'll be getting back to the midday market report starting tomorrow. We do it Monday through Friday, sometime around 2, usually Eastern Standard Time. Adi, welcome in. But let me timestamp this very quickly. Good evening, 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, November 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Eddie, Rob, Ami, welcome in. Scotty, Moza here, good evening. Harvey, Ryan, John Hall, Shane, good morning in Australia. Cruz, good evening. Tanya, love, welcome in. Sean, Doc Bow, welcome in. Kyle, Mark, Dalball, welcome in. Chance, good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hate to walk away for a second, but this orange kitty I've been taking care of, it looks like it's hungry, so I want to bring it some food real quick. Yes, we need to close above 0.633. So feast your eyes on this very quickly. It took me less than a minute to do this while everybody's getting here. Terry, welcome back. I've missed everybody. I missed you so much, Terry. Believe me. Dwayne, welcome in. Massey, good evening. Hold on just one split second. Come here, orange kitty. Oh, I'll be right back, everybody. I apologize. I'm going to feed this kitty. Come here, kitty. Come here. Kitty. Oh, there you go. All right, sorry about that. Bill, welcome in. Let's see. Harvey, Ryan, it's going really well. Mel, welcome in, love. I really appreciate you tuning in again tonight. Harley, I literally have a neighbor's cat that I feed that we call Orange Kitty. Hey, it's a small world, isn't it? Well, I sneaks by in the garage. Just nip a fresh bud. Hey, Tom, great work, man, great work. Hey, I appreciate that. Actually, all that's been cut down and harvested now, so unfortunately, it got so cold that I had to cut my stuff down. But I'm not complaining. It came out to like, what was it? Between 11 and 12 ounces, so it's pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hi, Tom, my dog died today. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll find comfort in the fact that you were able to spend the time you were able to. Remember the good memories. It's really hard losing pets. Everybody, so sad when that happens. I'm a pet lover, so I know how it feels. It's no fun. Sorry, I just ran back to feed the cat. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in with the 2-year badge. I love that 2-year badge. Love it. The 589 badge. Free Toast, welcome in. Michael, Alexander, Noah, good evening. Jeffrey, welcome in. So the main question I've been getting with XRP, first of all, the daily close today. A close over 633, I think it's all but certain. And I mean, we're only 23 minutes away. I've been saying this since earlier. The run we went on today was a good run. And in the daily candle, that looks like a nice inverted hammer. In the weekly candle, a nice inverted hammer. And to get the weekly candle close is very important as well. It's not just a daily candle close above 633 today. We're going to get a weekly close well over 633. Right now we're at 6568. I mean, this is, I couldn't have written a better script for the weekend if we want to continue a bullish narrative. Then the next level now, as we firmly invalidated now with a close over here, we've invalidated that death cross movement in the daily, and it's all but invalidated now. It's already came through, but now you've validated the invalidation. So you're looking for that confirmation with the daily close over 633. A weekly close is that much better. And that's exactly what we're going to do at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it used to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but as I've been warning, our clocks in the USA flipped back by 1 hour overnight this Sunday a.m. So now the daily close will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until we flip the clocks forward again. It's annoying, but I prefer it to be 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. I should say. I like it better in that position. Terry said, just think this all started when I got closed out of my short position. You are welcome. Yeah. I'm not laughing at you, but that is very true. That is very true. Question is, this keeps going. Is it possible to reach $1 by the end of November? No. I'm not gonna yank your chain. I don't see $1 by the end of November. However, there's one way this can happen. If on November 9, you hear a settlement, and I don't mean settlement as in, oh, we have a settlement and Ripple agrees to do this, this, and this. I mean an outright likely dismissal that they agree that there's no going forward. Because that could happen on the 9th. Anything short of that, I think it would be very hard pressed to get to $1 by the end of November. All I'll say is take the steps. Take the steps right now. Crypto, welcome in from Canada, my brother in from the north, eh? Appreciate you tuning in. So with XRP, the levels we look at, first it would be the 633. This is the rising channel resistance. Ian, thank you so much. You love the analysis and keep up the good work from England. Welcome in from England. Awesome. Very cool. With XRP, if we do hold the 633, this is the rising channel resistance right now, and this goes back to June of 2022. If you break above that, then we can finally start talking not just the 71 cents, which is there, but if we break over 71 cents and hold, and these were the major pivot points, now I can delete these. I'm sorry, but there's a new neighbor. This is bothering me. Behind my house, there's an apartment complex, and like the third house down, I swear, and this has only been like a couple weeks now, they just moved in, I swear this guy's beating his wife. I swear, I know it, I've lived it, I know what I'm hearing, and it's getting to the point now, like I can hear the kid cry, and then I can hear her cry, you know, like not just now, but I know that's what it's leading to, and if that's the case, one of these days I'm just going to hit up something, because it's literally my neighbor's, behind my neighbor's house. I'm going to throw something. I want to see who it is. I got to see who this guy is. I'm not going to outright say it's me that's bothering him, but I'm going to hit his window so he walks around the apartment so I can see who the fuck he is. Because I need to see who this person is. It's bothering me. And I'm not going to get into it physically, but I need to know what I'm dealing with. So, and I've been in a situation like this, not just with my mom with the stepdad, but just different. But I know what I'm hearing. So if I'm hearing it in the neighborhood, these people in the apartment are hearing something and they're not doing anything, and not much you can, but this is, because it's like, I know what I'm serious. The next time I hear this, like if I hear it going out of control right now, you might see me end up over there and cause something, because I need to see who this person is, real talk. The apartment's behind me, so like I have a fence, a wall separating, but I can hear it. I can see their windows from where I live. But anyhow, XRP, that bothers me so much. Supposed to be protectors, the men, not the defeaters and the beaters. 2+ years watching Tom. So much value. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much, Cam, for the $19.99 donation. I really appreciate that. No, I know that I'm not going to physically get involved because that doesn't do any good. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the exact one. That's why I need to get them to walk out of that apartment so that I can see which door they're coming out of, because it's a building. So, you know, that's why I'm saying I need to hit that window so they walk out, because somebody will walk out. They won't know where I'm at because they're on the other side. I'll be able to see them. They won't be able to see me. I just need to see who it is. But, believe it or not, the police won't do shit about it. You got to have so much more. They could do a wild check, but without knowing exactly which one it is. Move? I'm not moving. I live in a house. They live in an apartment. I'm just saying, it's just bothering me. But just on a human level, this is the second time now I know I'm hearing something. The first time I was like, it's hard, you know, but this is the second time I know I'm hearing something from. Don't worry, it's not in my yard, it's not in my subdivision, it's behind us. That's coming from behind us, behind a big fence, and it's there's several buildings of apartments, but it's coming from the back end of the apartment. And I've been there before, J-Dog. Not right now, but I've been there. Please make sure to hit the like button too. That I would greatly appreciate it. But let's try to focus our attention on this real quick. With the breakout at 633, the next area we'd be watching, especially if we get this confirmation, the beauty of that 633, this is the bear flag. The bull flag setup, the reason I'm showing you this real quick on the bear flag side is because when we come up, we're going to be contesting over here, probably sometime in December, around the 85 cent mark. But we would have to get on top of 71 cents at the next layer. We're rounding the bottom. That would be our next major resistance. And that's the pattern formation that we got. It started up here at the all-time high at around $3.40 whatever cents. Then again, we waited a couple years, came around 4 years later, got rejected at $1.98. Now we've another couple years later. I believe we're going to try to make a run up here at some point. And no better time than now. So if we can get on top of 71 cents, we'll probably try to break to the top side of that pattern. That's why when somebody asks me if it's going to go to $1, I can't say that. I could say 85, but I can't say $1. So to me, it's like, are we making a run to 85? And then if we get on top of it, then I reserve the right to change what I'm saying if we can finally break this pattern, but it hasn't given way since 2017. So we got to break a 6-year trend right now. So it's easy for someone to say, oh, we're going to $1, but in reality, we're on a 6-year downward trend. It's a converging momentum right now, though. So eventually, you're going to break back to the top side. No. I would love to say it's all-time highs, but we would have segments. So if you break 85, the real first segment you have, and let's go back to the other chart. I've got it mapped out. If you break 85, you've now got to go to the swing high that we experienced in 2021 at about 93 cents on this. After this big correction, we started down. The big upswing of 23, we came up to about 937. We would need to get on top of that and hold. Then our next objective, to me, our big resistance would be $1.13. That's a measured move from when this bear market started to when you start pushing back up. And then you can start to say, okay, we came down from $1.98. We're finally having more than a 50% correction on the way back up. I would feel more comfortable with about $1.30, 35. But if you get back on top of $1.13, you're making a run to the $1.30 something area and possibly back up to the 2021 top. But something big would have to happen. The reason why that would be important is you would invalidate the structure, and getting on top of $1.13, that opens the door back up to some of these higher numbers, somewhere in the $1.13 first. Then you can start pushing up to $1.30 area, then possibly try to contend with these dollars. But there's you got to go through this little rotation here. So we can't just say, oh, it's just going to go up there in one fair swoop. Now, what I will say, in 13 minutes when the daily close happens, what I will say, and just remember this, the weekly is looking fan-fucking-tastic, excuse my French. Fan-freaking-monocle-tastic. Unbelievable. Congratulations on the amount of likes now. What do you mean? Holy moly, there's 145 people in here. I'll be damned. Please make sure to hit that like button. We're barely batting 50%. But the more likes, the more people that can get in here. And I'm telling you, more people need to see this. I don't charge anything. You know, if you don't want to hit the like button, you can always elude that, and you can send a YouTube super chat, join Tom's army. You know, be like, hey, Tom, you know, I appreciate your time. I don't want to hit the like button, but I'll join your army. Fine. So with XRP though, we've talked about now we're talking about the weekly. We've talked about where it's going and how it can get there, but this weekly candle close is phenomenal. The golden cross was never invalidated, and we finally bounced off the converging golden cross. This big W reversal we talked about last week, what needed to happen, it's happened and then some. It's happened and then some. Oh, YouTube must be tripping. There's no way I can have 4,100 likes because there's only 100 and, well, not only, but there's 144 people in here. So 4,400 likes would be a virtual impossibility. So this W reversal, but the beauty of it is the golden cross is now taking over again. This weekly golden cross, if it holds and it were to break up, let's just say we pulled this off. We broke past 93 cents and started the top side. You should be looking at not just $1.13. If we broke back out of here after this very long trend, and then we got above 85 cents and started moving and validated that move. I mean, when you start talking about all-time patterns and you start breaking out of them, now you start losing that uptrending resistance from lower. That's why it's never a guarantee you can get the 2017 or 2020 will break, because the 2020 uptrend hasn't given way. It started in 2020, went to $1.98, came all the way back down, and it never gave way. That 2020 uptrend stayed. So that's why we decided to buy as close to the 2020 uptrend after we sold in 2021 at $1.66, after buying at a 47-cent average for XRP. And we sold our related cryptos we had. I only had XRP, XLM. I didn't have XDC. I had DGB, a little VChain, a little ZIL. I didn't have much besides XRP. But I made it work, and now this time we're definitely more loaded going around. But the point is if we can break this formation and start breaking out, then we don't have to worry about staying in this consolidation until 24 in December, or possibly breaking down until 25 in May, or breaking down until 26 in July or August, or whatever the hell it was when it goes all the way down, if it did. We can make this an improbability and finally break out of this formation. It's been going on since 2017. It's been going on since 2017. If you take that first resistance, it has not stopped since 2017. So if we can get out of this pattern, now we start making some noise. I mean, the first probability of breaking out of this, I targeted it from here, would be about $1.60. If you broke out of it over here, let me clone this. I had some very strategic math with this, and it was all about the time it would take to get out of here. Now, let's just say we did it. Let's say right here. For the hell of it. Where do we want to say? All right, fine. We'll say we did it this year. I mean, would you use that same scale and say, could we get to $2.10 if, let's just say, everything broke? I'll put it up there just in case. But that's the amount of built-up move that I think it's going to have if it breaks out from each of those levels. The longer it takes, the higher the initial bounce. But it's still going to do it in levels. It's not just going to go fucking 500% in one move. I'm talking about the entirety of that bull market. And then if it gets up there and it can break over that 210, you would have to say, which in this case, it's $1.98. So where does it measure up to $1.98 is where I would be looking for, because that was the 2021 the bull market high. So to me, I mean, you could be pointing to this more like April. You know, this might take until April. So let's just do it more conservatively, you know. But it all depends where it breaks out. That'll tell you the totality of this move. So I'll put it over here. I'll say we're going to do it in April, would be the totality. And now we're going to retest that area. But it doesn't matter where you say it. That's all theoretical. This is just to to prove that there's a lot of pressure built up. So depending on where it breaks out, you could have a massive amount of pressure. I'm not going to sugarcoat it though, or I'm not going to bullshit it. I'm going to tell you the truth because there is a lot of pressure with that, and it's an exciting time. And a lot of people, well, Tom, you bought XRP in 2023, you dumb fuck, you're probably losing all your money. I mean, I say this every time, when it was down, when it's up. I don't know where else you can go. Even my gold and silver is not outperforming this for 2023, but you have to be very strategic. I've been buying gold and silver since 2017 and it's up. But I'm talking about 2023 only. So XRP, we have an average of 364. Not 366, close enough. So, I mean, I don't know where else you're going to put your money. And even right now, everybody says, well, Tom, it's so unpredictable. XRP sucks. Awesome. You put $3,000 into it. You're up 80%. And now, I mean, if it sucks so bad, you can take the 80% and go elsewhere. But like I say, there's no reason to get so, excited when it goes up a little bit or down a little bit. We understand we are in nothing more than the accumulation phase. This excites me, but it doesn't do anything for me. I always tell everybody, come talk to me at $1.13 when it breaks it. There's a reason for that. Or come talk to me at 85 cents when we finally get on top of it. The first bit of excitement I was going to have, what did I say? Break out of what looked like a bear flag, but we diagnosed it very early, and get out of that first layer bull flag. Because I diagnosed it as a bull flag. I know everybody was calling it a bear flag, but I disagreed. To the point where I even put it on my other chart. And now we have it. We could see the breakthrough. And now that's the first layer of excitement. Tom on expecting financial institution to uphold buying heavily late at nights. Midnights based on my researching. Does that mean showing trend will continue? I mean, we always reserve the right to see if the trend's going to slow just because of the economy we're in. But when we keep putting these inverted hammer candles in day after day, and now in the weekly, I mean, the buying pressure is slowing down in the 4-hourly. But in the daily, look at it, it exploded. That's your breakout candle. This is a bona fide breakout candle. And if we can stay on top of 633 and do it properly, and not give it back tomorrow, because that'll be the key, we should be on our way to 71 and possibly 85 here in the short term. It's going to be a very nice year to end the year, it sounds like. But what happens with institutions? This is what you always have to remember when you're in the stock market, too. We got 5 minutes until the close. There's 157 people in here. Wow, I didn't even pay attention to that. Make sure to hit the like button. There's 121 likes as well. I appreciate that. But remember, even with the stock market, you get the CEOs and the ones who run the show at those companies, they sell at the end of the year because their bonuses, remember this, their bonuses are based off of the third quarter earnings and their profits. So if you ever wonder why the shares go up in the last quarter, that's why. That's a big dark secret. It's what's happened in the third quarter and on, that's where their bonuses are received. They don't give a rat's ass what happens the first half of the year, which is why usually the markets suffer. My man, Tom, I keep missing your lives. Thanks for your hard work and work, brother. Hey, Sam, thanks for the $19.99 donation. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, some people, though, it's very hard when it's low, the price. It's very hard when the price is low, because a lot of people won't buy it. They refuse to buy it. It's cheap. They're not buying it. Do you know how many people told me at 36 cents they're not buying it, they're waiting for 20 on something that I said is like a 25 or 30% probability? But we should have been targeting, as I've stated, since 22. Yeah, hell, it's been since I sold out. That 2020 uptrend is where we targeted for a reason. I mean, this daily close is everything and then some I could ever hope for. You feel like but what do we think right now? What do we think? I'm gonna light this cannabis. I'm actually gonna change into my warmer jacket too while you guys are coming up with the comments, because it's getting a little chilly. Love you. All right. Sorry about that. Getting a little cold here in Michigan. Let's see. Isn't it? No. It was 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. Our clocks flipped back 1 hour last night, so now it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's confusing. It's confusing. In the USA, we flipped back 1 hour. We had to flip back. So I know it's confusing, but no, the daily close is in 1 minute. It's a everybody, as I said to start the weekend, for anybody who's new, please make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. This is all I've been talking about. Talked about the hammerheads. I talked about the weekly bullish close, 12% looming, and that was yesterday before the move up. I talked about Friday. This is the Friday live. Talked about the move to 71 cents and what needed to happen. We talked about all of the pushes up. I don't sugarcoat it. I do it day by day by day. I've never missed a day since March of 21. I'm here every single day. So, and I don't charge for anything because I believe everybody who wants to see this should be able to see it no matter the size of your wallet. And in the end, you know, you get paid in dividends. Look at this. That's a beautiful close, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful close. Not just that. Look at this weekly close. Look at that. Look at that. What a beautiful W forming and form now. Look how beautiful that looks. I mean, this is everything we could have hoped for and then some. If you have 10,000 XRP when you bought it, it was worth $3,400 approximately. Today it's worth $6,600. You're up over $3,000 just on XRP in 23. In a bear market, mind you. That's not bad. On 10,000 tokens, not to count everything else. I can say personally, you know, it's $7,000 or $8,000 we're up on these, getting closer to now. We got a lot of momentum building. Look at these volume portfolios. Nice reversal. We pulled up here. So, I mean, the first inverted hammer we had 94.44, trying to reverse back up finally on our first bullish candle in about 5 weeks. Then the next candle, we follow it with a, what was that? 230 million. What a beautiful follow-up. I called 66 close earlier. Guess 70, not far. Beautiful. Tom, are you going to call all of us when it goes parabolic? Oh, I want to read the rest of that. But I mean, to celebrate this close, we're gonna smoke the cannabis. So if it's legal where you're at, in my state, there's no restriction whatsoever. I called for, Tom, are you going to call us when it goes parabolic just in case we're all sleeping? I might be. I mean, if it goes parabolic, I'll be on. You guys know me. I have one eye open all the time. And one eye closed, as it turns out, since, you know, I can't see out of my left eye, which it's ironic. So I truly only have one eye open because I have keratoconus, so I see a big blur out of my left eye. True story. For the new guys and gals, you can look in my left eye and see, I don't even know where I'm looking, so maybe you'll be able to see it. I'll have to look straight ahead because I can't see where I'm looking. G-Rock, $9.99 donation. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. The 3 people who have sent a donation tonight, you are so very generous. It's been a minute since I've had, like, multiple donations in a night. I went, I don't know, 4 or 5 straight streams without a donation. And then yesterday or 2 days ago, we had some generosity. So I appreciate everybody. I really do. You're just not going to hear me talk about that whole thing a lot. I know some stations base their whole show around it. I mean, I feel like if you're going to do it, you're going to do it regardless. But this is the stuff I grew, the kush you guys seen that I was growing. JW, by the way, happy late birthday. I hope you enjoyed your birthday weekend. MC Prosperity, welcome in, as well as Aussie. But JW, I hope you had a beautiful birthday weekend. I know it's coming to an end right now. I'm glad we were able to celebrate it together on and during the stream. Tonya, cheers to you as well. Tonya. Some have the cigars going. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. But it should be. You should be feeling good tonight. With XRP, we should all be feeling good. We go through a lot of the rhythm. And I always tell everybody, they're always, Tom, you know, you come on every single day, even when XRP is doing trash and you just whatever. It's not that. It's just we have to stay in the rotation. We know ladies and gentlemen, we know the formation, so it's a formality right now. We know what's going on. We know all the patterns. We know the recognition. We know the golden crosses that are happening. We don't need to talk about it every day. What we need to pay attention to is the rotation. And I talked about how I wasn't putting 55 and 57 on this chart because it was irrelevant, but I would make everybody feel better to show them the pivot levels as it stopped in between on this chart because this was the fake bear flag. Well, I took the 55 and 57 out, although I might as well just keep it on this chart because on the way back down, if and when it happens, we might as well just have the downward rotation as well. So this was very sloppy work I did to delete these. That was very, I jumped the gun because you always want to keep the return. So I thought not the bear flag was going to play out, and it proved us right. We thought the bull flag was playing out, much like we were able to make this analysis because we understood Bitcoin. When everybody was calling for the drop, what did I call for? I said it was breaking out of the broadening wedge of the downside. We diagnosed this so early, and a lot of people kept saying busted bull flag. And I'm not just talking about influencers. I'm talking about in my audience. When I say a lot of people, if I don't say, I don't like to talk about influencers. I don't think it's my place to call them out and tell you if they're right or wrong. They can all do their hustle however the hell they want. I just think they're doing it wrong by charging. That's all. But we talked about how it's not in a bull flag. It was in a broadening wedge, resistance, resistance, support, support. It confirmed the broadening wedge. The legend says it only needs 2 hits on either side. Then we came down. We had the technical target, which is this blue arrow down, was 25,194. We had this mapped out before it happened. Here's another one. You deserve it. Ryan, thank you so much for the $10. His first donation, his first super chat, I should say, to the show. I greatly appreciate that. I love how it shows me that because then I know somebody else has paid it forward, and there's no better feeling than that. So the point is when you can diagnose these patterns, now we knew the technical target was 25,194. If it broke down, we knew it was coming down to the bottom of the wedge at about 23,000. But if it could hold this and break back up, we know what it had to do. It had to retest and then give us a fake out down, but then it held. Rock and Painter, wow, another $10. You guys are very generous tonight. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Seriously. Like I always say, some nights, it's slow. Some nights I don't even know what to say. And this is one of the I don't know what to say nights. So I greatly appreciate it. Like seriously, I know that's your hard-earned money and I understand and I appreciate. So we broke down and then we came back up into the broadening wedge. Well, we knew if we came back up and broke this uptrending resistance, this is a pattern uptrend that if we were on the top side, we would pump, bottom side, we'd break down, and it's been going on for several years. So I kept it in there, and now it came back above it, and we knew we were coming to the top of the broadening wedge. The good thing is we're on top of it, and as long as we hold 34,000, we have a nice push up to 37,863, and it seems like we're starting to build off of it. Now, we know if something's going wrong, we know we have maybe a couple dojis in here, long leg dojis, that could be telling us, well, Bitcoin might be slowing down. Well, if that's the case and we don't want that to happen, we need to break 35,380 today and start going over the top. But I'm not ready to just say, oh, this pattern's ready to die. You could come down to 34, but we've already done it where I circled. It looks like we're going up XRP to the moon. So that's just where we're at with Bitcoin. And if it does go to its potential here on this move, it's 37,863. And then we can talk about the higher levels. But right now, there's still a chance it could run back down to 34K. So let's just watch it. Just like with XRP, I don't talk about more. But this is a great start to the daily candle. Hey, Mr. Extra Sour Cream Taco Supreme, welcome to Tom's Army. And I know you're in month 1 because that's me being abducted by aliens and that emoji badge, as you see right there with the aliens, with the saucer, and me being pulled right up there. And that is my face superimposed. Someone who used to watch me on here made that for me early on. A girl that was watching me, she made fantastic artwork, and we superimposed my face in there, and she didn't want nothing for it. The kindness of the community. So that'll always be my month 1 badge. And dedication to Golden Creations. That's her. I don't even know if you can look it up, but she does crocheting. That's how I found out about her. And well, I found out after she started watching me. So XRP right off the top here, though. Look at this. What a beautiful start. We've already broke the previous daily candle. So now what we're looking for is a continuation. So tonight. Here, I'll save you guys all the trouble. Put this on your charts for tonight. Now you're looking to break and hold at 663. If we get a daily candle over 663, that's your confirmation here to go up to 71 cents if it has to hang around here for a while. Otherwise, we could bounce around between that 6-6. That's our point we needed. 663. That's our next major resistance in between 71. We wouldn't know that. I mean, this wick kind of gave it away, did it not, back here? So, we're in a very nice spot right now. Very nice spot right now. Let's just see a continuation. I only put that there so that you can see exactly where that candle is at. So, and then the weekly, as you can see with the way it closed, look at that. What a beautiful weekly candle. As of right now. Now, if it squeezes down and all of a sudden you see it down at like 61 cents, okay, well, maybe we're coming around. John Patak, the $1.99 donation. That's like the 5th donation of the night. That's incredibly generous. I don't even know the last time I had 5 different people donate in the same night. Seriously. Thank you all so much. Incredibly generous. Well, you see better than anyone I know. No, I'm not going to buy more XRP. I don't remember who asked that question. Listen, I have a very strategic buying plan. I bought everything I needed with XRP that I believe when it was at 34.6. I will not buy unless it's 20% below that, period. I don't have any remorse. I have the same in XDC, XLM. I have HBAR. I have ZIL. I have VChain. I have DGB. I have Algo. I have Casper. I have Gala Games. I have Corium. I have Sologenic. You know, I've been doing my due diligence when other ones came down where XRP did only later. And we did it together. We did it together, which is the best part of it. XRP is close to becoming number 4 in market cap. Is it really now? It's definitely got to be getting close. Brian Mirko, $9.99. The 4th person tonight who made their first donation to the show. And he says, make it 6 just because I like the number. Thank you so much. $9.99. And he's the first donation as well, but the 6th of the night. What a beautiful audience we have here. We bought the fear with Tom for the last year. So we sure did, Noah. What did I always say when everybody's telling you not to? When the fear is strong. And we always said, if it went below, bring it on. I'll buy every 20% below my buy-in. Which would mean the 2020 uptrend would have had to give way. It just never has. And I'm not willing to not just play with my money, but I'm not going to play with all of yours. That's why in early 22 or late 22, early 23, everybody told me, you need to charge for this, and then you can get us all buying at the same time. I chose a different route. We had FOMO Fridays and Winning Wednesdays. Everybody was able to join if they wanted to. Just not very many people did. You know why? Because I didn't say it was going to 10,000. I just said the realism. That's all. Richard, what did you say? Tom, you're awesome. A breath of fresh air. Hey, I appreciate that, Keon. I've always been a breath of air in life. But I'm glad it's being reciprocated that way in here. I know it was a long journey starting. It took a while to get the respect I deserved. But, I mean, of course people are going to call me crazy when I said it was going to dump down sub 40 cents when it was at $1.66. I actually called the move to 52 cents on the nose before the retracement. I said it was going to go to 52 before bouncing back up. And it went exactly there in 21. It was insane. That's where I got some credibility. XRP Ripper Z, thank you so much for the $10. I only talk about the native currency. I don't really care how much it relates from American to somebody else, if it's more or less. It's $10 to you. So I really appreciate that. The 8th donation of the night. And re-upped in Tom's Army for the 17th month. 17 months. Wow. Aussie says my portfolio went up a lot last week. And thank you, XRP Rippers. I greatly appreciate your continued support over the years. It's incredibly generous. You bought at 34 and I'm brilliant and I sold at Brilliant Wisdom sold at 37. You sold at 37 from 34. I wasn't a long time on Alive. No, it's been a while. I don't know what's going on, JW. Sometimes the crowd, when XRP is doing good, I always tell everybody, I work through the slow times and I've been appreciated in the good times. You always want to be the voice of consistency no matter what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through all the comments, but man, is it rocking today. 206 people in here. The last time we had 200 plus people in a live was probably when XRP was making that return rally to about 85 cents. The most we've ever had in here is 320. We won't hit that today, but damn. I don't even know what to say with everybody. You guys are all so cool. West Music says he's following me from Africa. That is amazing. That's amazing. Chomp Attack, thank you for the $1.99. Seriously. That's some hard-earned money everybody's chipping away at. I really appreciate that. I do. 192 likes tonight as well. I mean, it certainly helps push the analytics when you guys are hitting the like button as much as you are. I would rival this community with anybody else's during the lives that I don't even know the last. Generally, we hit 100%, well, plus 100%, but there's so many people in here. I don't know if that's possible tonight. Yeah, Mr. Sour Cream for 17 months. Welcome back. If we go above 85, I need to read that again. If it goes above 85 cents, I'm imagining, did you say I do not see it as a discount? And, consider bull and not disguised bull. Okay, yes. So, it can be a bear market rally all the way up, in my opinion, until we get up to $1.13 and break it and hold. That's my opinion. I think that's still a bear market rally, even up to $1.13. Now, breaking up to 85 cents and not breaking it would be consistent for a fake out. If you get rejected at 85, consistent spot for a fake out, and that's a good question because that's the pattern formation since 2017. So, that's absolutely a great way to look at it. Harvey Boy, thank you for your first ever donation to me. I can see the number one again. That's like the 5th first timer to donate tonight of $10 here. That's the 9th donation of the night. That is insane. That is insane. Thank you all so much. You have to auto renew it. Otherwise, you can do it for 1 month. If you don't just click the 1 month, you can click auto renew and it will. But there is a feature where right when you sign up, you can just say you want it for a one-time purchase. That's about 75% that do sign up. They won't be next month. But hey, that 1 month is more than generous, and I'm not going to complain. I would never bash somebody for only doing it 1 month. So if you can only do it 1 month, feel free. Almost 20,000 subscribers. I've been here since I know. XRP Rippers, that's the craziest thing. Like, it wasn't hitting me when I was going from like 12 to 13 or even 7 to 10 was big. But like this whole year kind of just, it's not exactly what you would look at as a growing year. But I'm pushing 5,000 subscribers for the year of 23 in a bear market. So for me, I feel like I overachieved. I never thought I'd be pushing 19,000 by the end of this year. We're up over 18,670 the last I looked. So after that minus 27 days I talked about, it was the worst defeat I've ever had on YouTube last month. I'm not exactly sure what happened exactly that day. Lost 27 people that day, and the next 2 days to follow, I gained 140. So it really made no sense to me, or 120 or whatever it was. I am friend of God. I bought XRP at as low as 17.5. Thanks for your dedication to the Army. Hey, thank you so much for that. And for the $9.99 donation, you just put us in double digits for donations tonight. That is coming in close to a record. So I really do thank everybody's generosity tonight. I really do. It's days like today that, you know, it makes me even more understand the power of consistency. You're here during the bad, you are rewarded during the good. Don't expect anything in the bad, but during the good, you're not supposed to expect things either, but, you know, good things happen. Thank you. Nope, too much good info. Hey, I appreciate that, Jeffrey. Really, I do. You have saved us so much costly FOMO time. That is the greatest gift that I ever get, is when somebody says that to me. I've not only saved you, but myself as well by saving you in the process. Believe it. Mr. Extra Cream Taco Supreme, the 11th donation. I'm not even sure what to say now. $9.99. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate the first super chat on stream. And he joined Tom's Army for the first month. It's an incredibly generous man right there. Incredibly generous. Sweet Michael Mel says, 1 step back, 50 steps forward. Tom, you are blessed. I appreciate that. I truly believe that too. 1 step back, 50 steps forward. I'll take it. But I mean, I think we've covered a lot. A lot. So What is the main thing to watch here while I have your attention? 210 people and 210 likes. I mean, I can't. What am I supposed to say to that? Do people like what I do, or do they get the message? I always ask myself. Well, the fact there's 210 people and there's 210 likes, I mean, poof. Your love, Tom, accept it, damn it. I know, Rockin' XRP Painter, I do accept it. It's just, as a kid, I was never told when I was doing good, so I always got the backhanded compliment. So, you know, when you do good and you never told you did good, makes it kind of hard. But I know I'm doing good. I can see it. That's why I have to talk about. That's why I think it's such a blessing with the kind of stuff. So with XRP, we bounced off 33.1. Our next major resistance on the market cap is 37.1 billion. Remember what I talked about? 37.1 billion. That would help us get to 71 cents if we approach that level. That's exactly what we're doing. I think that's exactly what we're doing. I think it could not have been telegraphed more for us, only because we understand as a community the formation. Landed my new job and had to support you, buddy. Hey, I'm really happy to hear that, Mr. Extra Sour Cream Taco Supreme. Julie found another job. The one who lost his job, he landed a new job. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Julie asked where we're at, but you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Julie, there's 210 people. Maybe he doesn't want his business out there. Yeah. No, she knows I'm kidding. I remember when XRP was at dropping below $1.10 and Tom was saying it's really embarrassing. Yep. It was really embarrassing at the time. But only because we had so many people that were pushing it to go to $10,000 at the time. We were telling everybody it was going into the albeit bull run. It was embarrassing at the way it was being handled, not in XRP in itself. If we all just understood where it needed to go and how to get it where we needed it, we would be very happy right now. But most people can't understand that an 80% move in 1 year when you buy in is good. I know some of the other channels are telling you you're going to make 8,000%, so why should you be happy with 80%? But I'll tell you something, if you're making 80% over year, and you know what you're doing, I mean, 80%, it's compounding, ladies and gentlemen. If you make 80% this year, you got 80% more next year. And if you don't like XRP, sell it, and you made 80% if you bought in with me. I mean, that's all you have to do. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell or even to tell you to follow in my footsteps. I'm just going to tell you what I do, how I do it, and when I do it so that you can join whether you want to or not. And I'm going to put out all the information so that you can do it exactly how you feel necessary. I'm not going to make a pattern prediction. I stopped doing that after I nailed the 2021 bull run to the wall. Called the drop at $1.66 to the exact cent of 52 cents. And you can look at my old database. I'm sure there's people in here that can validate it. I'm not bullshitting you. Had about 1,000 people following me at the time. But that's how we got to where we're at, consistency, and I don't lie. But I said I will never make a prediction again. I'm just going to make it based off the patterns, and that's what we're doing. Yes, I got a badge on Uphold. Yes, I did. Oh, the one token I never talked about is with Julie. We have Doge. Just over 10,000 tokens. Best community out here. Thanks for your dedication and consistency. Rachel, thank you so much for the $5 donation, love. That's the 12th donation, 12th different person to donate in this live. That's approaching a record. I'm not saying the record number, but it's approaching a record. There was just one stream that I'm sure some of you remember. Tom is my membership. Yes, it's ongoing, Miss Vicky. I can tell because you're active badge. If you have a badge next to your name, it means it's been renewed. I know that they've been forcing some people to auto-renew because things change. There was new terms update I got told about. It just got into effect, in the beginning of November. So some of yours might have canceled. I noticed a downtick, but I'm not going to talk about it because I'm blessed by even one person joining Tom's army. So, but XRP back over 67 cents here. 67 cents. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, did we not nail this to the wall this weekend? I mean, I would love. Remember in 21, I said I would love to take you guys through an entire bear market and show you how to do it. And I will, but you have to be patient. We've done it. We're doing it. Not just that, we took our profits from 21 and we bought precious metals the last 3 years when it was warranted. I've been buying them since 27. I mean, we've nailed this. I see it on CNN and Bloomberg and all these stations and social media saying, we never saw it coming. We saw it coming. There's a few communities that saw it coming. Peter Schiff's community seen it coming. Gregory Manarino's community seen it coming. Mike Maloney's community seen this shit coming. Maybe not to the extent that I deal with crypto. You can take away Peter Schiff and some of the other ones, but they saw this coming. They understand finances. Remember what I said on Friday and Thursday? If you see the 10-year yield crater and collapse, that means the government was buying government bonds. And we knew that was happening because what? They destroyed and obliterated the dollar on Friday. It was telegraphed. This is all telegraphed. If you don't think a big move in metals is coming soon, I don't know what to tell you. There's going to come a time when we're going to be like 1900 for gold. Oh my. And some people are calling for, I'm not worried about 5,000. I'm worried about when it goes to 15 and 20 when the dollar goes, like you're talking about, you could be buying at 10 cents on the dollar today and not even know it. Not to mention, what if they add a tax here in the USA on metals? It's an opportunity right now that is coming around in a digital era that very little are paying attention to. Let's talk about banks for a second here as well. Peter Pan, holy smokes, the 13th donation of the night. Like, I don't even know what to say now. Now you're making me blush, everybody. That's a $20 donation there as well. 13 different donations. Not to mention the couple that joined Tom's Army or renewed. Plain said, yep, Tom is the best and he's in it for all of us. I do love when somebody says that. So I do it. Like I always used to say in the beginning, I could do this at home when there wasn't many of us, but now I could never do that. I would rather just do it like this. And everybody always says, what are you going to do when you start to get rich? I'm going to be right here. I'm not to the 9 figures, but when I am, I'm still going to be right here. I got nothing better to do. But I just am firmly, I feel the gratitude. And I know some of us are going to leave now. We've covered everything we need to. So now everybody who sits in here, you're going to get to see some of the cool stuff. You're going to see some of the stuff that has been happening. Like, remember what we've been talking about? Banks being insolvent. They don't have the money. They don't have the money. So what happened with Citizens today or this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? And what did they do like they always do? They waited until Friday. I mean, you can't make that headline up. What to know if you had an account with the new closed Citizens Bank in Sac City. Sometimes it's just too funny. But it's Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank in Iowa is done. Done. Which means Citizens Banks across the country, look out come Monday morning. It's going to be very hard to get your money out. But that is something that you must pay attention to. And with the government at the same time, the government holding rates the same, you're talking hyperinflation coming up the wazoo very quickly here. And hyperinflation's a whole lot worse than recession, and it's a whole lot sweeter for cryptocurrency. I don't think a lot of people realize exactly what's going on. I do. You do. Notice how I never compare crypto to metals like everybody else does. Buy your crypto. Don't own the old store of value. Own the new store of value, which is crypto XRP. I disagree. Gold and silver will always be the store of value because it's too consistent. Crypto, on the other hand, it's speculative, but it can make you tremendous gains, but you have to know when to buy it. I can argue you can buy gold and silver wherever, and year over year, you're going to be fine. If you buy gold or XRP at the wrong time year over year, I can't make that guarantee. But I'm telling you right now, this is going into something crazy. Nurse Cubana, thank you so much for the $9.99. Not your first donation. You've donated quite a few times in the past, and I greatly appreciate that. You're the 13th donation of the night. Let that sink in, everybody. 13 different people sent a donation tonight. Incredible. XRP is just pumping here live on air as well, which helps. Up to 67.4, up 2% now since the flip of the clock already here in the first 28 minutes. What we talked about. Do I FOMO buy at 61 cents, Nurse Cubana? Fuck, I have no. I mean, I can't tell you no. That's up to you. But I'll tell you right now, breaking out of this rising channel, your next big opportunity to buy would be if you don't think it's coming back down here as close as you're at 633. Now we're doing it by level. 663. We're going to try to prove tonight if it stays above 663. that could be a new support here to try to continue moving up to not just 71, but we'll see if we can move to 85 by the end of this. Because I believe if this is breaking up like this, there's a reason why. And if that golden cross is playing out, our first layer should be up here around 85 cents in December at some point. Possibly. It could go quicker. We know how XRP works. A lot of people say when XRP pumps, it means the market's done. Do I have to explain it to everybody in that scenario to work? Nothing else can pump but XRP and maybe XLM. Have we not noticed the entire markets are pumping, including Bitcoin? So that whole philosophy is void. That doesn't work if everything's pumping with XRP, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. So if they try to scare you in, oh, the market's going to dump because XRP's pumping last. You can't pump last if everything's pumping with it. I mean, I've never heard such absurdities. Everybody who said it was going down to 25 cents or 30 and said they're not buy told you that I was wrong and telling you to buy. I mean, come on. We're doing fine. You're doing fine, and all you have to do is be consistent. Don't listen to the noise. Seriously. Wow. OMC with a $10 donation. KB6 with a $9.99 donation. Says, I always appreciate what you do. I have to look at the other one. There's another donation. That's 16 different people donating in this one live. You hear that, Julie? 16 different people donated. That's a record now. You guys broke the record. It was 14. I didn't want to say it. So you broke a record with the different amount of people that have donated tonight. So thank you so much. Marvin with the $19.99 donation says, God bless you. Amen to that. You too, my friend. But I mean, this is what I was meant to do. I was meant to keep us all together, just like this. See, I think your blind eye is an XRP bionic eye, Tom. I agree with that, Miss Vicky. That's a great way to look at it. I like that. But guys, don't get too excited. Remember, what goes up must find a level of correction and a level of consistency here with the price. So all we're looking for, and we could have an overzealous run. And if we do, instead of doing, remember, this is what we want to see. If we're not going to use the 663 tonight, we want to get over 71 cents and use that as a new support. If we do that, ultra bullish. Ultra bullish. Look what's happening here, folks. We just jumped this. Look at on the air. Do you see this what's happening right now? It just literally went to 683 and came back down. There's some volume coming in now. We need to see, like I said. Yeah, it went 683 real quick. I'm not sure who's seen that. I certainly seen it. Let's go into the 1 minute because this is moving rather quickly. 30 minutes looking freaking phenomenal. I'm so glad we're live on air. I mean, this... And now, don't get too excited. Like I said, don't let your minds blow your heads off right now. We got to stay emotionless, but you're looking for a daily close right now until I say otherwise at 663. For me to say otherwise, we would have to break over 71 cents in this daily candle. This volume, however, is starting to come in, though. Look at the 30-minute volume, or the 15-minute volume. 820,000, 1.3 million, 2.3 million on the last candle. This candle still has 12 minutes and 50 seconds left. It's up to 12 million. However, some of it sell, and you'll be able to see that in the smaller candle. I can already tell you it's starting to be a sell. Look at the squeeze. So you have a squeeze right now, but these are inverted hammers right now. These are massive inverted hammers. At some point, you're going to have to retest. Is it going to be at 71 cents, or is it going to be the 663 all day today in the daily? That is the only question we need to ask ourselves. What do you think? Do you think today we're going to now retest down to 663, or do you think we're immediately going up to 71? With the pressure we have right now, we very well could go to 71 cents here. We very well could go to 71 cents. And we can see how consistent we were in understanding if we came up to the rising channel resistance, which the pattern was telling us up here, we would have to be close to 71 cents. That's another beautiful call by this community at 37.4 approximately. Should get us to about 71. Is this trend right now? It's short-term bullish, and I'll show you why. Until you get to a lot higher level, then it's mid-tier bullish. Noah, the 17th person to send a donation tonight of now $20 for you. That's incredibly generous, everybody. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Our record before tonight was 14 different people. So, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, look at this with XRP. We are flying tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 209 people in here watching this with us. I mean, this is what it's all about. Wait until we actually roll. You know the nights when we're in here and there's 60 people, 50 people consistently in the midst of bad times during the week like a couple weeks ago? What do I say every time when it's just the 50 of us? You know your truest people when you look left and right. Pay attention to all the names and see who survives to the next time we start going down. Those are the people when we start rising that you know will have a more emotionless-based decision when you ask in the comments. The ones who disappear when it goes up and down and up, sideways, over and out. Those are the ones that might be a little bit emotionally drained and you might not want to ask as easily. You want to find people that emotionally are there. Not because, man, this is incredible watching this with everybody. Julie, we're approaching 69 cents here on air. No, seriously, it just went up 4.8% since the flip and it's only been 34 minutes. Or 3.8%. Oh yeah, I'm finishing this. Julie, do you want to hit this? Somebody said spark it up, and we'll spark it up. Huh? Is he in his room? That's fine. I can always stand over there too. I'm just enjoying this with the people. Yeah. 71 cents coming in. Someone says, Tom, what is happening behind the scene? Why pump so hard? Settlement soon. You don't know. We don't know. This is right now moving by level. But something's happening behind the scenes. But it's hard to just say it's XRP. Because look at the exact same time. If it's just, remember this. If it's just XRP, you shouldn't see anything else. We've got Ethereum Classic right now pumping 1.83% since the end of the close. Just about pretty close to what XRP, a little bit below. We've got XLM, which is normal to be about 2%. But we've got HBAR starting to pump here now. We've got a few others. I would imagine, like, look at here. Look at here. Like we talked about. Solo, we were buying at under 9 cents, or right around 9 cents, remember? It's up another 2%. It's almost at 13 cents. Quorum, we were buying at 8.5 cents. It's at 10.8. I mean, this is just a month and a half ago. We did this on Winning Wednesdays, and we only got just about we got 4,800 and some change on both of them. But we did it together, and now look at it. Like, this isn't just XRP moving. Things on the XRP ledger is, so this is something better. This isn't just XRP. Even Elastos is moving up 1.68%. I mean, this is more than XRP. This is crypto in general is moving. Why? Why? Well, the US dollar is collapsing. And it doesn't need to show it in the dollar value. It's going down the shitter. Everybody knows it. Tom, how did you go about learning the right information to learn to read the chart? I am trying to learn, but it is kind of confusing with so much information. Miss Tori, great question, love. Honestly, the number one thing I did when everybody on YouTube, I would ask people questions, and this is not to make anybody be like, oh, I can't ask anybody. I used to ask people on YouTube, and they would tell me to sign up to their channels, and I'm like, well, I don't know anything, and I'm broke. I can't just pay you for these outrageous subscriptions. So I dedicated myself to listening to the ones who knew and were trying to tell us without needing to tell us. So Peter Schiff, Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, those guys. Gregory Mannarino from more of the financial side of it with the markets. But like the gold and silver side. But they all gave you hints. And then I started to just read what definitions meant. And then when I started seeing certain patterns, I kept watching it over and over. And then I knew. After a while, you just know. It's been 3 years. After a while, you just know when certain things start setting up. I can tell by the comments as well when certain things are happening. I can tell by the general public as well. So I do a factor of understanding the formations and then also using the technical traders setup as well. That's why I have the exponential moving average. That tells me everything I need to know about the technical trader. And then I use the volume because other than that, that's basically what I need. Tom, why do your holdings in USD? What do you mean? What? Did you say Tom, why do your holdings have USD or... Yeah, all my holdings are in US dollar because I live in the United States. So that's the way I do it. I don't do it in Tether. I'd rather do it in USD than USDT. I'm not doing it in Tether. Not that it matters. I mean, honestly, listen, this is the honest to God truth. You ready for this? If you hold XRP, I don't give a rat's ass if you bought it with Tether, with however the hell it's converted. The point is, if you own XRP, Tether goes under, you still own your XRP, you just sell it in USD on a different exchange. It's simple. If I send my USDT converted off of MEXC, let's just say you had it there and you send it to Uphold, it'll automatically convert it into the USD. You hold XRP, it doesn't matter. The only way it can kill you is if you hold a futures contract. Then you're screwed. But if you hold the spot, it's irrelevant which one you hold it in until you... Because if you sell it, you have the choice. You can sell it however the hell you want. You don't even have to sell it in American. That's the beauty of crypto. So don't worry about that side of it. For some people, they say they bought it in Tether. Whatever. If Tether goes bankrupt, you just sell it in USD. It does not matter. The only thing that matters is you buy it. That doesn't matter, though. It does matter if you bought it in a futures contract. Then you lose it. If it goes the wrong way. So just remember that. Just like all the people saying you need to back it up on the QFS. That is the biggest scam I've ever heard. The ledger is the QFS. So where the hell are we backing it up? Be very wise of those scams, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get it on a wallet and you don't want to take all the 9,000 steps and you want to find something that's actually on the ledger, use Zoom. It's a stealth custodial wallet. Easy, simple peasy. Or as they used to say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I don't talk about things that might be dangerous, but I'll hint at them what you shouldn't do. After all, we're not here to put out FUD. So you converting in pesos to buy time. Hey, it's a form of payment. That in itself is cool. That's cool. Yeah, it is cooling down now. That's why I told everybody, don't get too excited. What are we focused on right now? 663 is what you're looking for a daily close today. And then otherwise you'd have to push over 71 cents. So, this is winding down here. I got to go shortly with Julie because she's going to have to lay down. Her foot is swollen up more than you can all believe. As you know, she had her 5th surgery here not too long ago, so I'm going to have to go relieve her of her duties. My son's moving around. I'm just very, very honored and privileged that so many of you joined me for this entirety. If you're new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Seriously. Excuse me. If you want to show me support, like the 16 fine people I've done in here tonight, you can always send a YouTube super chat, but what I implore you to do is join Tom's Army so I can see your beautiful badge next to your name. It's $9.99 a month. If you get anything out of this, over time, not just if it's your first day, you got to get something out of this. Got to make something off of it, and you got to earn something. You got to learn something. If I haven't earned it and you haven't learned nothing, I wouldn't be subscribing to it either or paying it forward. So, yes, the reverse Kramer indeed. Did Jim Cramer say that XRP wouldn't pump today? He said, remember what he said about crypto a few months ago? Sell, 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 sell. I came on and I laughed and I said, ladies and gentlemen, he just dropped the hammer of information. It's over. We're pumping. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm XRP Future Millionaire. To everybody who was here tonight, you have blessed me beyond belief. I'm going to go help Julie. Thank you all so much. And to the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate all of you. It's always sad when it comes to an end. But thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed night. Don't forget to say happy birthday to JW on the way out, as this is the end of his birthday weekend, as we had a beautiful birthday celebration here live on the air on Friday, which just about 100 of you were hearing, which was phenomenal. So thank you all so much. Thank you for all the generosity. Thank you for all the likes, as we have 245 likes, which, like I've always said, this community by far, if you watch any other lives, whether it's 50 people, 500 people, 10,000, they never get 100%. We crush it in here every single night, And that's not because of me. That's because of all of you. Have a blessed night, everybody. And thank you all